Right, good morning, welcome. A new month begins today. Coldbeer Sports Patreon service link is below. Right, I'm just going to give you the results for October of the Patreon service, then I'll recap yesterday. So I had 67 bets advised in October, a total minus of 189 and a total plus of 246.15, resulting in a profit of plus 57.15 pints profit. So a really great score, and that could have been so much bigger. I had 11 seconds at some really cracking prices as well, so we could have had a massive one. We had a frustrating week where nothing went our way. We did land a big double in there. We had a 2 pints each way double, 8-1 and 5-2. I also had 2 pints each way on a 14-1 winner and 2.5 pints each way on an 11-1 winner. So they're the kind of winners you want to be hitting. We have like 4 pints win on like 7-2s. I had 3 pints win on a 7-1. But we were unlucky. There was a 9-1 second, 3-1 second, 6-1 second. You know, horses that could have easily won. There was 11 seconds in total, but a massive score. Really solid, even with the frustrating weeks, and a lot of horses beating in photo finishes as well. We had so many horses beating a head here and there or neck. So yeah, really enjoyable month, except there was 2 weeks in there where it was frustrating, to be fair, where we'd have 4 or 5 seconds. But anyway, if you want to join the winning service, link in bio. Right, lovely to get the winner yesterday at the can. Really nice. I knew he was a better horse than the favourite when the market opened. I was just worried about first time jumping around Plumpton. If you do make a mistake, they tend to then get knocked over very quick, because Plumpton, although it's 3.25 miles, things still happen quick in Plumpton. If you miss a fence here and there, you can be out of it very simple. So that was the only worry. But good to see the money came from, and he jumped well and he got the win. Then I tipped up Island Run, a really interesting runner, I thought, but done what a lot of Philip Hobbs horses done. He ran green even after a few runs last year. Well, he ran gassy, he jumped very novice-y, like, you know, in fairness, he hasn't had that many runs over hurdles. But it is a bit of a trend now, I've noticed, with the Philip Hobbs horses. They tend to be a bit clueless for longer than they should be. Now, I don't know why this is. I've been thinking all night. I said, why is this? What's going on? The Philip Hobbs horses always look green. And I know he buys some kind of national hunt backward type of horse, but they tend to be too green. And I'm like, I wonder, is it... Like, if I was a betting man, I'd say they probably school their horses all on artificial surfaces in straight lines, because it looks like when they're on the grass running around bends and tracks, they look to be all over the shop. They look to be green, they look to be missing jumps. You know, I don't know what it is. Maybe, look, I might be wrong, but my knowledge tells me they could be schooling all on artificial surfaces in straight lines and not doing much jumping on grass or doing much in a circle. That's just what I'm feeling, and I might be completely wrong. Someone can correct me. But I just noticed now a lot of these horses tend to be very clueless and look very hairy when they're running. And trust me, Philip Hobbs has been a wonderful trainer for years and years. I'm just picking up on a trend I've noticed. A lot of his novice chasers jump poor, run green, you know, hang left, do right, put down a hurdles, lift their back end up under themselves. It's just something I've noticed. I don't know what it is, and the only thing I can come down to is that they're probably schooling on artificial surfaces all the time in a straight line. That's the only thing I can think of, and I might be wrong, and maybe if I am. Right, that's it for today. I have one or two I'm going to put on the Patreon service today. I'm going to be very quiet on YouTube for the month. I want to focus all my selections into the Patreon service, lads. I am going to be doing all my tips for free in January and February, all out on YouTube. But I just want to, I want all my tips going into the one place. My results, like the last few months with YouTube, like plus 60s, plus 50 pints being left out of my total results. Like me counting up my results. Like my last 150 bets on the Patreon service, it was like well over plus 200 pints or something, you know, well over plus 240 pints for my last 140 bets, say 150 bets. And then I had 2 profitable months on YouTube as well, plus 50, plus 60 pints, being left out of my score like they don't exist. I can't be doing that to the community. So what I'm going to do for the month of November is all my tips are going into the Patreon service, except for Saturdays. I will do Saturdays. I'll do a few on YouTube on Saturdays, and I will do the big meetings. I'm previewing the Breeders' Cup. So any massive meetings on a Saturday I can put out on YouTube, but all my strong bets during the weeks, I'm focusing on everything for the service. So yeah, I will have tips for YouTube every Saturday of the month, and the Breeders' Cup, and any other big meeting I will preview. So yeah, if you want to get in, I dropped the price to $24.99, and then come the new year, the first of the new year, January and February, all the best bets are out for free. Link in bio if you want to join the Coldbeer Sports Bookie Crushing Patreon service.